So this is a very important exercise for sight reading. It's not a tip, it's not a hack, it's not a magic viral video. Okay, this is a solid exercise, so stay there and pay attention. When you want to develop a sight reading, there are many important categories to work on. Here, I will focus on one of these categories, and that's a very important one, and this means to how to left things aside. So how to not play, how to leave things out. Okay, and when we are speaking about this important type of situation is to identify what you can't play. Okay, here the exercise will be not exactly about what you can't play, but you will do on purpose, you simulate the situation of not being able to play. Okay, let me see if I'm recording for I don't waste my, okay. So we will create a systematic way of leaving things out. So you can do this in many types. I will focus on two types. So in the first type, you will leave some bears, bears, some bars away, some measures, okay? In the second type, you will keep just one of the hands. So let's, for example, create a systematic pattern where in every 3 bars, we are just not reading, but we are counting and going forward. So for example, here, just a moment. So again, let me change the volume, but I think you can hear. So see, we are so conditioned to play that I forgot to jump on the third. No, okay, so we jump on the third. So let's do again. And so on. So you will jump. You can play maybe the head of the bar that you are jumping. You can create a kind of coherent harmonic pattern, but you got the idea. So you learn to not read things and keep the flow of the music. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Don't read, and then take the next one on tempo. Then don't read and catch. So, and when you are not reading, you stay in the flow of the music, you don't freak out. Do you understand? You are totally okay, like in a couch, eating popcorn, watching Netflix. Okay, you are totally okay counting and going forward. Then you go, and then when you are counting and when you're not playing, you are already going forward to the next chord. I don't know how good you are sight reading, so you have to find a score that is appropriated for you and the level of complexity that's appropriate for you. For this, you need a teacher, okay? So jump, so leave things systematically so away, don't play. Learn to not play, but to keep in the music. And And it's very important that you focus on being comfortable with not playing. This is a crazy thing with sight reading. And I tell you, this is so important. This is exactly the professional practice. It will come a situation where you just can't play. You can't play. You may not be able to play. The people will be playing with you, and you don't know. You just don't know. And then you don't have to freak out. You have to keep going and take the next chord very elegantly. Okay? Up, I don't know, and then I know. Okay? So this clarity, here I know, here I don't know. It's important. Because when you play the false notes, then it starts the chaos. Okay, then you get way more distracted. Then there is another technique that it's closer to a better practice, because of course you don't want to just leave the bars away when you are really playing, wherever you are, whatever the occasion in which you play. This is an urgent thing. This is so the last case, okay. So there is a better alternative, and then you will choose which hand will be playing. So for example, in the right bar, I play just the left hand. In the third bar, take back, and then just the right, the left hand. Okay, that you have it very clear. The exercise will be an exercise if you systematically follow some pattern. Okay, and you can be creative with this. So one time is the left hand, or another time is the right hand, and you do from 3 into 3 bars. So left hand, over, then take it back, then only the right hand, and then you go back. Okay, so you can play with this. So the idea is to teach yourself to be comfortable leaving things out, because this is very unintuitive. This is not natural for us as musicians. So, and this is one of the many techniques that I learned practicing the reading of orchestral scores that are almost impossible. So, a third, then a bonus tip, is that you learn to identify what you can't play soon. Then later you come back to the normal practice. So you come back to the full practice, you just read everything, okay? And then you observe that some things you will not be able to play. And when you come too late, you have to realize very fast that you can play this, and then that you can use one of these techniques. You can just leave the bar alone if the thing is too hard to play, or you can choose just one of the hands, one of the most important elements of the music. Okay, so sometimes you will not be able to read the whole chord, the whole musical all the notes, but you still will be able to understand which are the important elements. And then when you are in this level, then you are reaching the goal of these 2 previous exercises. So the goal is to have a more a more pragmatic approach to the score, in the sense that you conform the score to your skills to some extent when it comes to sight reading. And to learn that the most important rule is that you keep in a solid flow of time. It's like a train. Okay, so the train doesn't come back. If you lose the train goes on and on and on. And this is the feeling when I was playing organ at the church when I was a beginner, and I lose some chord or something, and I mess up, and people keep playing. Okay, but it's natural, principally as an accompanist. So if you observe very well the accompanist, there is always a moment where they are jumping. Observe very well. So very important gold pill that you probably don't hear everywhere. There are some videos on YouTube that want to give you the magic secret for sight reading, and it's not like this. So you have to combine a set of tips with very solid fundamentals and principles, and the fundamental and the principles they need some time to understand, and some people who have experience, musical experience, to teach them properly. So only then you can practice correctly. So here my focus is that you start to understand how to practice this correctly, and to not waste so much time. But of course, the main source of progress in this field is to just do it. Yeah. However, if you do this with more awareness, you learn and do a faster progress. Okay, maybe better than me if you do this every day. Who does more will be better at this. So I met people at Mozarteum, the whole day there was sight reading. Okay, it's like being a nerd of sight reading, and this can get to crazy good levels. I tested already a teacher of mine with the Kama Symphony of Schoenberg. I gave to him the last page. Hey, please read this for me, and he still managed to catch some notes. Okay, so that's all. I am going to upload a very important lesson about Mozart, and I think it will come on Saturday. So subscribe to the channel, like. And subscribe to get the new videos that we'll be doing in my new studio, probably with better audio.